Well, good day everybody, and welcome to my channel Whisky Journey. Today I've got another single malt Scotch whisky review for you guys. I'm going to be going back to Islay and trying out this Caol Ila right here. This was bottled by Adelphi, independent bottler, and always look forward to trying out new releases from them when I can actually get them, and this one is no exception. So just a bit of information on the actual bottling itself. So this is a 13-year-old Caol Ila. I'm sure you can guess by the actual color, very dark. So this is matured in a first full Oloroso sherry hogshead. Cask number is 56.7 ABV. As I said, 13 years old, 252 bottles only, 56.7% ABV. Now on the bottle they don't state natural color, non-chill filtered, etc. But inside this box, they do state that it's a single cask, non-chill filtered, natural colour and natural strength as well. Just a shame they just don't put a label on the bottle stating that. However, it is stated on the inside of the box. Okay. Right, so I was going to get straight into the tasting notes, guys. As you can see, as I said already, quite a dark spirit here that we have. And obviously quite a lot of impact from the cask in its maturation, which is understandable definitely for a first full sherry hogshead. But ultimately it comes down to the taste, and is the sherry going to overpower the Caol Ila spirit? So I'll just give you my thoughts, shall I? And we'll start with the nose first. Okay, this has been resting now for about 15-20 minutes, and I've got my dropper here as well, just to add a bit of water in a bit, just to see if the notes change at all on this one. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose first then. Okay, so it's rich, indulgent. The sherry notes definitely come forth. Dates, figs, tarry, plummy, but it doesn't overshine that beautiful Caol Ila spirit. So definitely some vegetal style peat, slightly medicinal too. Raisins, raisinated fruits. There's almost like a difficult one to describe. It almost reminds me of a balm, like, you know, you get balm oil, that sort of thing. It's got a medicinal balm type edge to it as well, which I find quite interesting. There's definitely some mineral character there, definitely a little bit of slate or stones, that sort of dry sort of mineral character. Quite harmonious actually in the glass, and even though, as I say, this is first full sherry hogshead, the Caol Ila spirit is coming out quite strong, so definitely not overshadowed by the sherry, and very nicely balanced. As time goes on in the glass, it definitely becomes more harmonious and definitely melds together really nicely. So ultimately quite sweet as well. But yeah, just a lovely blend of those beautiful sherry notes. No off notes in my opinion. This comes across as being a clean cask. There's no dirty notes. Sometimes I do love a dirty dram, but this one's not it. It smells to me modern sherry. Everything in check. And beautiful. Gorgeous nose. Okay, so let's just get onto the palate then and see what we get on this one. Okay. And then the punch of black pepper, smoked fish, coastal, with lots and lots of smoke lingering, with that those beautiful sherry notes. Absolutely stunning. So, and 56.7% ABV, you don't really feel it, to be absolutely honest. It's so well integrated, the alcohol on this one. So the initial arrival on the palate, it's mouth coating, it's oily, it's syrupy, it's sweet. All those beautiful sherry notes appear on the palate initially. Raisins, darker fruits, sultanas, dried fruits as well. Definitely some dried fruit character there too. Figs, as I said, comes across as really sweet, but then as it's swirling in your mouth, that oily texture mid-palate starts to build with more of those coastal elements, sea spray, smoked fish, and then in the end, a punch of pepper, a little bit of spiciness from the barrel, not much though. Beautiful waves of peat, vegetal style peat, definitely, and definitely more medicinal as well. Definitely some medicinal aspects, iodine coming out, and then a trail. There's a big hit of smoke, and then it just trails off, and you're left with all those beautiful sweet sherry cask notes, a little bit of wood, but you're left with the remnants of peat and smoke. Medicinal now, as I said already, but it's coming out quite a bit in the finish. A touch herbal, a little bit of herbal nature there in the finish as well. Absolutely gorgeous dram. And as I said, the alcohol integration is great on this. I mean, it's 56.7%. I don't feel any burn, to be honest. And just now that finish lingers with a beautiful peat and smoke on the end. I have added a little bit of water to this. I'll be frank, I don't think it needs it. As I said, at its natural strength, it's just very drinkable, probably dangerously drinkable, in my opinion. Right, so on the nose with a few drops of water. Okay, so the sherry notes have been pushed a wee bit, so it doesn't quite feel on the nose initially as rich and as indulgent as it was at its natural strength. More peat coming out. Yep, definitely a bit more peat, a bit more smoke coming out now on the nose initially. But you still get loads of the sherry notes, raisins, dates, figs, sultanas, tarriness, plumminess. Yeah, I actually quite like that, just with a bit of water. As I say, not quite as rich, but definitely makes more way for the peat and smoke to come out a bit more. And you definitely get that mineral aspect as well coming out. Okay, so let's just try it at reduced strength. Just love that finish. Peat, big waves of smoke, black pepper, a little bit of spiciness from that barrel, a bit of sherry wood. Creamy, really creamy as well. That's lovely. Even with water, I haven't tried this with water. It's the first time. Well, that's excellent as well. It still remains with the oily texture up front, mouth coating, creamy, oily. Again, greeted with all those classic sort of sherry wood notes, sultanas, raisins, dried fruits, figs and dates, and then again that medicinal edge comes into play in the middle section, and a build up of the coastal elements of smoked fish, sea spray, iodine, Even now in the finish, I would say the addition of water has made this more medicinal. Definitely a bit more iodine for me coming out. A little bit herbal as well, touch herbal. There's a bit of sweet sherry wood as well, with a big billow of smoke in the end with the peat, and then those sherry notes just remain. Perhaps not quite as rich as it was at its natural strength, however, very, very well balanced. Excellent in my opinion either way, so you can kind of choose whatever's your preference, water or without water. In my opinion, an absolutely gorgeous dram to have in the wintertime. Definitely, it's rich, it'll keep you warm, and I think that at 13 years of age, it shows good maturity. As I said, the alcohol integration is amazing. You honestly wouldn't know that this is over, over 56% ABV. It just drinks so well. Obviously, quite a little bit different to the 17-year-old refill sherry a bottle that I got from Gordon MacPhail. That release definitely has more of the classic Caol Ila notes with a backdrop of sherry. This one feels more, definitely, I wouldn't say sherry led, but there's definitely more sherry influence on this one. And obviously you can see by the color, it should have more of those notes. But in my opinion, very, very well balanced, with the spirit of Caol Ila and also those sherry notes. As I said, modern sherry, definitely no off notes for me. Overall, a great bottle, an excellent bottle. If you can find it at retail, I'm pretty much sold out everywhere. I think these kinds of bottles always sell out very quickly. I would definitely wrap this up as a nice wee Christmas gift for yourself. Can't go wrong with it in my opinion. Excellent bottle in my opinion. Okay guys. Alright guys, so apologies for my rambling once again. But if you enjoy my content then guys, please like, comment and subscribe to the channel if you wish. And there's not much else to say except have a fantastic day. See all of you again soon. Take care. Cheers.